Ren G Hello. Yeah, I like a bit of Ren G. Last album was a lot of fun. Thank you to Gorlock82 for pushing me in her direction. And yeah, it starts off in exactly the same vein I remember, electronic pop with an edge and a very unique voice. More poppy than the album on first impression. The first track, Hello, does remind me of the Beloved song, the way that she says it. But it's all good, and it's not really adding anything to the album though. Still very enjoyable first track, and all the fun I hoped for. Track two is also super pop, and maybe not quite as good as the first track. It's a voice that took me a little while to get used to, if I remember. I wasn't sure on first listen if I'd get used to it, and I did, but I'm sort of back to square one, so I need to get used to that auto tune a bit, and it feels like the auto tune's been turned up a little bit, and I'm not sure that's a good thing. Then there's a ballad on track three. Yes, it feels all right, but it's not having a huge impression on me. The element of surprise maybe has been lost after the first listen, because it is surprising music. Maybe music's caught up with her a little bit. I think her bands like, or artists like Coco Joey, New York, etc. This just sort of feels like it's in the same vein a little bit too much. I don't recall the lyrics too much on the first album, but these seem very throwaway, nothing edgy or political here. And as we enter the fifth and final track, I must confess I'm a little bit disappointed. Not sure there was a need for this EP so soon after the LP. It feels a little bit like an outtake disc to me. Far from bad though, but I was hoping to be offered a little bit new, something in a new direction, maybe even a digression towards something a little bit indie or hip hop, whatever it may be. But far from bad, far from bad. We just get more of the same. If you haven't heard any though, I do recommend it. It is quite a unique music and very, very interesting, taking nothing away from it. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10 and not give it another 10 listens. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Please like and subscribe.